Kigali, Rwanda, a beautiful country of 1,000 hills, will be Jasiri's headquarters, and we will be selecting participants from Rwanda and Kenya, both in country and from the diaspora. We're looking forward to encouraging our amazing talent from the diaspora to come back home and contribute to the development of our countries and to the development of our continent, Africa.
My name is Metasabea Shwaye Yilma, but many people know me as Meti. My background is media and communication. I've been working as a radio and TV producer for a long time, and recently I'm more engaged with events as MC, panel moderator, and facilitator for different workshops and conferences. When I first heard about Jasiri, the program, what really inspired me is one, of course, it's regional. It happens in Ethiopia, Rwanda, and Kenya. So as a business person, I wanted to expand to the region and eventually throughout the continent. So that got me interested. And once I started applying, the first application was so thorough, so meticulous. I started seeing what the program is all about, because if the application is that meticulous, I realized the program will be even better.
My name is Mary Njoki. I am from Kenya, Nairobi to be specific, and I am so happy to be in Rwanda. The reason why I applied for the Jasiri Talent Investor Program is, one, I needed something to challenge me. Two, I needed to push my limits. I needed to push my limits in entrepreneurship, and Jasiri Talent Investor Program offered to hold my hand and coach me and mentor me through that journey.
What I'm excited about this residential phase, I've been talking to guys, they are really smart guys, motivated guys. I'm hoping to learn a lot from them, but also learning from the facilitators, push my boundaries so I can grow.
By the end of Talent Investor in Jasiri, I'm expected to gain different skills where it will help me to shape my entrepreneurship journey, meet my team members which will walk through in this entrepreneurship journey, and even gain friends I will count on in my life.
The message I would give to my fellow entrepreneurs who have not applied to this program is, what are you waiting for? Don't hold on to your idea, which is something you're being told, and say, I don't want to share this. You'll gain more by allowing people to come into your space who are adding value to you.
What's been really interesting is engaging with the fellows and sort of recognizing that they're really at the early or even nascent stages of sort of figuring out what the solution is, or even still falling in love with the problem, right? So embedding themselves in the challenge and the context that they are trying to understand a heck of a lot better. And I think for me, what was really powerful in today's session was watching the transformation happen in fellows, where they was coming up to me and saying, oh, I had an aha moment because I actually wasn't challenging my own assumptions. I wasn't thinking about the future in 10, 20, 30 years. I was only thinking about what's immediately happening now. So I think for me, what's been really powerful is broadening the perspective of the fellows. So allowing them to sort of sit in the complexity, the uncertainty, but what does this mean for the idea that I'm thinking of? And I think ultimately it's stretching that sense of curiosity, but also allowing the fellows to use a particular tool that's quite broad, but to help them to start beginning to sort of rein in their focus.
Jasiri is taking an approach that is very refreshing. It is clearly, you can see that it really is filling all the gaps that you find in other innovation programs. And it's an honor to be associated with something like that. I'm 100% sure that the benefits are going to be incredible.
So firstly, to be in this space is really just truly inspiring for me and invigorating. But I think for me, what sort of is really compelling about the mission of Jasiri is a lot of my work is focused in the social space, trying to solve the health, education, infrastructure, all those big challenges using the lens of like philanthropy and social innovation, sort of like sitting at the nexus of government intervention, etc. But we know that the big challenges of the future are not going to be solved just by government. the big challenges of the future are going to be solved by multiple parties and stakeholders coming together, and entrepreneurs are a big part of that.
It's a very ambitious program, and I think they seek out ambitious people. And when you bring that together, you find what we get today. You get really good projects in very many different directions.
One word that can describe Jasiri is inclusive.
Growth. That would be the word. Growth.
Impact, because really that's what I've been ringing my day almost every day, because everything you do, you really have to think about how will it impact 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, 1,000,000 people, 1,000,000,000 people. So that's, I think of the Jasiri as impact.
I think about when I think of Jasiri's transformation as an individual and also moving forward as an entrepreneur on the other people that will be impacted by the ventures. Yeah.
Jasiri is girls.
Jasiri was transformative.
It's been very short. It's compressed amount of time. I had to get a lot of done in a compressed amount of time, which at first seems to be a high hill to climb, but it actually brought out the best out of me and my teammate. And also when I looked at other teams, it really seemed to, the time crunch and having the resources seemed to make us better and work faster and get to solutions quicker than we would out in the real world.
So welcome to this demo day, which marks the end of the residential intensive for this third cohort of the Talent Investor.
I'm kind of sad that it's over, but also all good things end. So we've started with quite different from where we are right now. Went through health tech, went through informal sector, now we're in agriculture, so that was a journey.
Please welcome Team Rovan.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing myrovan.com. This is a simplified platform, which is a marketplace where you can source for construction materials.
Who's your competition? Who is out there that is not going to want Rovan to be up and running?
At first, I really thought it was going to be complicated, the do's and the don'ts of different cultures, but I think the highlight I got is that as Africans, we share many values. So it was really easy to get used to each other and to learn more about the differences. And now I'm glad that I do understand more about being African in general.
What I loved that I saw today was that for many years during pitches, we would see people would just take a solution that they've seen abroad and they would try to copy paste it here. Seeing solutions from all of these different African entrepreneurs that really took the African context and took the Rwandan, the Kenyan, the Ethiopian situation on the ground into consideration was a pleasure to see.
I'll start by saying how proud I am of this cohort, of the Simba cohort. It's amazing what you have achieved. It continues to stagger us, even though we've seen a few of this now, that this is the quality and caliber of ventures that have emerged in 3 short months.
What I saw today, it's a very brilliant concept, which I'm really supporting. I'm even willing to come on board somehow as an investor or as a mentor, as an advisor. But I like this idea, and I like the way people are really feet on ground. They think about business, and that's what I was looking for a while.
So we were selected, we joined the Jasiri, then we went into residential program in Bugesera. So there we learned a lot about business, about marketing research, about problem solving. So then after that, we pitched our idea, which was medical manufacturing, and we were selected, so we got the fund from Jasiri. So we started doing some prototyping. Our big idea is to manufacture IV fluids but since it is a paramount project, it's quite huge, so we wanted to start small.
We started with nasal products that can be used into nose to help children breathe well when they have some complication. We went again to topical products for skin conditions, and right now we now entered into a new venture to respond to malaria, the pandemic of Africa, the tropical region of Africa. Now, later on, we will bring more additional innovative products to the people of Rwanda and the people of Africa.
One thing that we've managed on the impact base, right now we have about 3,000 farmers, a little over 3,000 farmers. And we work now with 6 cooperatives along in Musanze, Nyabihu, and Rubavu. And also we're setting up centers, Murika centers in Nyabihu, Chinigi, and we're also setting ones in Kigali, which we go see as being able to deliver our solution to the farmers, but also to the buyers that are using our platforms to trade.